Hey friends, and welcome to the Oh What a Beautiful Morning video series. It is Thursday, and all day yesterday I went around for the first half of the day thinking that it was Friday, and then I found out that it was not Friday, and I thought it was Tuesday, but it turns out that it was Wednesday. So I'm just all over the place, all over the map. It's Thursday today. Tomorrow is Friday. I think I'm just really messed up with this whole Halloween thing, trying to figure out a costume. Anyway, let's jump into the reading today from Mark 10:46-52. As Jesus was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a sizable crowd, Bartimaeus, a blind man, the son of Timaeus, sat by the roadside begging. On hearing that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent, but he kept calling out all the more, "Son of David, have pity on me." Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." So they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take courage, get up, Jesus is calling you." He threw aside his cloak, sprang up, and came to Jesus. Jesus said in reply to him, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man replied to him, "Master, I want to see." Jesus told him, "Go your way, your faith has saved you." Immediately he received his sight and followed him on the way. This verse is so powerful, isn't it? Because, we all have been that blind beggar at one time or another in our life. And, there's really so much that we can learn from his story. He was calling out for Jesus, and he sprung up to meet him and go to Jesus. And the thing about this beggar is that Jesus asks him, "What do you want me to do for you?" And he says, "I want to see." He had the boldness and the courage to ask Jesus for exactly what he wanted, and Jesus gave it to him. And the thing about that is that beggar asked Jesus knowing, without a sliver of a doubt, that Jesus could and would restore him his sight. He fully believed with every fiber of his being that Jesus could do that for him. And that's what saved him, his faith. And there's so much that we can learn from that, like, for example, how many areas of our own lives do we have that we are reluctant or frightened to fully turn over and surrender to God for fear that, it's not gonna happen or work out the way we think it's supposed to? We need to be like that beggar and just hand everything over to the mercy of God and say, "I want to see." And the other thing about this verse is the way the beggar addresses Jesus. He says, "Master, I want to see." And there's so much power in language, and that word master, that is a submissive word that, it's communicating that he wants to serve Jesus, and he wants to learn from Jesus, and he wants to give himself to Jesus and follow him. And that's also a way that the beggar was communicating his faith, was just through that, "Master, I want to see." But that's not where the story ends either, because immediately after receiving his sight, the beggar continued to follow Jesus and went with Jesus on the way. And that, nothing is left out or added to these, Bible stories without purpose. That was also to show that, when we have faith, we need to put our money where our mouth is and follow our master and follow after Jesus. So, as we go forward today on this Thursday, let's really prayerfully consider, and let's close our eyes and just imagine us with Jesus in front of us saying, what do you want me to do for you? How are we going to answer? What is it in your life? What is it in my life that we need to have the scales lifted from our eyes? I think, at least for me, I can think of a laundry list of things that I need Jesus's healing and guidance in. And, I just pray that we all can, kneel at his feet and look at him and say, Master, I want to see. And then go follow him, because that is the Christian life. That is being a Jesus follower, is receiving healing and in turn choosing to leave everything behind and follow him with your new life. So I need a lot of work on that. I know that, but that's the end goal, right? Right. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you tonight on the vlog.